Mm-hmm.
But Ryan with his second punch out there looked good. Fastball got up a little inside, hit him. Looked like right on the, I don't know, the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. He's a pretty good ball player. 25. What is his name? Oh.
Sorry, I'm just sending
Second
the
punch out
stream
there.
in.
Looked good.
Up at bat, we have. Is this the 2 or the 3 hitter right now?
This is the 4.
4. Okay, this is D. Antonio. D. Maybe he's not on this list. Because it could be a little outdated.
Okay. Oh, the camera got moved a little bit.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Got Coach Dan Graham texting me asking for the stream link.
Oh yeah. That's Danny. Danny was one of the first ones when I got here to talk to me back then. He was clearly one of the veteran guys. Big presence on the team. Another great slider right there from Rye. Yeah, talking about Rye again, he just has great command for the zone, great feel for his pitches, knows how to pitch backwards to guys if necessary, isn't afraid to attack with whatever pitch.
Big swing and miss there to end the inning.
Yep.
Ryan O'Rourke off to a pretty good start. But so what was that experience like playing on the Spanish national team?
That was one of the. The level of baseball was definitely the highest level I've ever played at. I would say that the traveling was awesome, getting to see other places. So we played in Barcelona a little bit, then we went to Italy and played, and then the tournament that we played in was in the Czech Republic. Mm-hmm. And we faced the Netherlands, Italy, Germany, France, Greece. So kind of seeing that baseball is still alive and well in Europe. A bunch of Hispanic guys that either had, I think it was up to your grandparents, had to be either residents of Spain or Spanish.
Oh, wow.
So it was, but the talent level was incredible. You see just former prospect of the Reds, former prospect of the Marlins, whatever it might be, and they were loaded all over pretty much Netherlands, Italy, France. Actually, France's coach was Eric Gagne.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so quite a sight to see. He didn't look very thrilled when he was there, but it was an awesome experience. I can't say anything bad about it. Met some great guys. Still keep in touch with a bunch of them. So.
And what about your experience at Guilford?
Guilford was good. It was a smaller D3 school, Virginia-based league. We were the only North Carolina school there, but I think the best part about that for me was that I wanted to get out of the Northeast. I grew up in Newton. I wanted to get out of the Northeast and go see another part of the country, go see baseball, and had a blast doing it.
Definitely.
So are you from Lexington?
I'm from Lowell.
Okay.
But so I was the team manager for actually Coach Graham's high school team that he coaches.
Okay.
I did scorebook and stuff. I've been doing that for the past couple of years. I have a brother on the team, so
gotcha.
He told me about this opportunity, and I have some experience, not necessarily broadcasting, but with I have a podcast where I interview people and stuff like that. So
good. That's the avenue you need to start going down now.
Exactly.
Now that podcasts and everything has exploded due to the pandemic and everything over the past year and a half, but it's it's opened a lot of doors for a lot of people that beforehand might not have gotten the kind of the notoriety from something like that.
Right.
So I think it's great. Good for you.
Thank you. Yeah, and I basically just interview it could be artists. I've had some people that artists and athletes pretty much is my forte.
Good.
Yeah. Good. So it's just people who have a story to tell, something that we're working on, and just
absolutely
get a little bit of eyes on them, a little eyes on me, and it's fun.
100%. So we got Sway batting here, and this is a guy who, when I first got to the league, he was on the Watertown Reds, and just one of those guys that if he's on your team, you love him. And when we were facing him, he was a load to deal with, and he's a feisty player. Even though he's a little bit older, he's an aggressive player, speaks his mind on the field. tells it kind of how it is, which I respect as another older guy on this team, and just the knowledge and the plethora of baseball experience that he has had in this league and in the Park League. It's just so many guys can pick up information at bat to at bat, ask questions about anything, and you see that from veterans like Sway, Ryan on the mound today, myself, Dom Zaire, Alex Voidick, a bunch of guys that have just been here, and our baseball careers are kind of limited to this, and we have the knowledge to help some of the college guys out. So that's what we want to do.
So what do you think it is about the environment or the community that the Blue Sox organization builds that makes people like, like you have some pretty invested alumni still. You have some people who, just stick around, and maybe their playing time isn't as frequent as it was back when they were younger, but they still come back and want to, like, what is it about this organization that brings people back and brings people together like that?
So I think from the first year that I got here, it was kind of the welcoming brotherhood of, like we talked about before, Danny Graham, Matt Karras, some other veterans, Ross Curley, Steve Gath, Drew Brzezowski, some of these guys that had been here forever, Tommy Ha, that they had already built that culture. And for myself, I came in that year with myself, another pitcher from Wesleyan, Jimmy Hill, and a catcher from Northeastern, John Putras. Right. And just kind of, I don't know, it was baseball in its purest form is really the best way to look at it. Everyone was about the game. A lot of guys that were out of school that were just here because they love baseball. Right. And between going out after games, doing stuff on the weekends, golfing, there's a really tight-knit community that we have with each other. So
that's awesome.
I think that just, it makes you want to come back. It makes you want to keep coming out here, even when your playing time starts decreasing. I look at it, and this is a great way to spend my summer. I can help other guys, go out, still be part of a team, and this is high competitive baseball. Every year I've been here, and now we're getting younger and younger with more college kids on other teams, on our team, and I think it's doing great things for the league.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I mean, Rick has such a great culture that it's so welcoming, does so much for not just us on the field, but things off the field as well that you can't take for granted.
Has Rick been the coach this whole time?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
From the beginning, or as long as I've been here, and from the beginning, I think 1995 he started coaching.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's been great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So now we got Gage here. Gage is get it from Oklahoma. Great fundamentals. Great up the middle. Probably a true shortstop. Sometimes he plays third for us.
Right.
But just quick hands, great throwing from shortstop, got great speed. And I mean, and this is a kid who, when he's on base, is a threat to steal second or third any time. And it's just, as soon as he sees something in the pitcher's mechanics that'll let him go, he's going to take advantage of that, and he's going to jump and steal that base, get something, and keep putting pressure. And we have a few guys like that keep putting pressure on opposing pitchers when we're out there.
Gage from the University of Arts and Science in Oklahoma.
Yep. So he's
this one hits to left side, and it'll be circled under left fielder, make the out on the inning. So we head into the second, as you were saying.
Yeah. So he is. He grew up in Oklahoma. I think Rob Zorian, who does the bats, somehow had a connection with Gage's father, and that's what got him coming here and playing with us for the summer. Mm-hmm. And I mean, any guy like him, any of the other college guys, there's so much that you can pick up from just being here that I think is crucial.
Right.
Especially in a young guy's career trying to further himself.
My keyboard isn't working anymore on this because yesterday's game got a little misty, so a little moisture got in there, so I have to bring the external one.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So I'm trying to just juggle around these cords.
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, it should be What's it like usually against this team? I haven't seen. I haven't been to a game where we played the Expos yet. What can we expect from the Expos tonight?
So the Expos, we've played them, I think, twice at their field, which is Trum Field in Somerville. And it's, they came over, I believe, from the Yawkey League. Did they come over from the Yawkey League or Park? Okay. I think it's one of those. But yeah, they came over from one of the neighboring leagues, Yawkey or Park League,
right? And
they had been clearly very good there. And I think we have established such a winning culture here, winning since I believe 2015 on, up until this year. And so teams around the other summer leagues in Greater Boston kind of get a hatred or want to beat us because of how good we've been and how successful we've been here.
Kind of like the New England Patriots.
Yeah, honest to God, that's kind of what it is.
It's got a dynasty going.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then, so we had Alabrandies and the team we actually played last night, the Malden Mad Dogs, came over in 2018, I believe. Mm-hmm. And Alabrandies gave us some great finals. I think the first 2 years they were there, they played us in the finals.
Right.
And we ended up on top, but they had great look coming into our league and bringing that much talent. And I think these guys are kind of the same thing. They're in first place for a reason right now. So I think I don't know who they really have arms-wise. I know their first baseman can hit it a little bit, and they're just a feisty, aggressive team that they're not going to sit around. It's probably a group of older guys, maybe a few college, but guys who when you have that veteran presence, you know how to hit. You know how to be aggressive with your pitches. Where when you're younger, it might take a little time to get to that point, but if they get an 0-0 fastball in their zone, they're swinging. 2-0, they're swinging. They're putting good wood on it. Even if you're not getting a hit, you're still putting pressure on the defense to make a play, which to me is vital, and any team needs to do that.
Definitely.
Yeah, came from the Yawkey League then. But yeah, they'd had success over in the Yawkey League and then came over to us. But Ryan's cruising right now.
Definitely.
This is I don't know if I can say vintage because he hasn't been here that long, but this is pretty impressive to watch when he's on it.
When did Ryan come over?
Ryan came, I believe, last year. So he'd been released from, I don't know if he'd been released. Yeah. So last year was his first year. He got released from some type of affiliated ball, and ever since he got here, he has just been lights out. Takes the ball every, I like to say fifth day, but we don't really have that same schedule that the pro guys do.
Right.
But pretty much once a week he's taking the ball and he's gonna put everything he's got into it. And you can see the results. It's a guy who doesn't really get hit around that much. Big strikeout and just great composure on the mound.
Definitely.
What's the count right now?
Good question. Kind of got lost in combo.
Full count, it looks like.
Scoreboard's not the easiest to read.
Yeah, it looks like full.
I think it's full, yeah.
Pop out to...
Sweat.
Yeah.
So who are some of the guys that you're closest to on the team, maybe, or on some extra work in?
On this team, there's a lot of new faces. Can't lie about that. Mm-hmm. But with veteran presences, I'd say Josue, Julian out in right field.
Yep.
Alex Voidek, who's a catcher first baseman, who's actually my roommate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Dom's there. And I'd probably say Jake Bessling, Manny Del Carmen. Those are the group of guys who I've known for a little while. It's just I haven't had the chance to bond that much with some of the younger guys.
Right.
So
So
it'll come. I mean, you're around on this team for a few years. That bond is built like that. So that's very, very natural, too.
obviously Manny, former Red Sox,
Yep.
he's been in a few, another organization, I believe, as well.
I think with the Washington Nationals.
Yep.
I believe it was the Nationals.
And, you know, seeing him.
His last season was with the Rockies.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And that one hit into center field.
I mean, you still got 2 down here, so I think right now you're at what part of the lineup are they at?
What bat are we on?
8 hitter.
8 hitter. Okay.
So you got the 8th hitter right now. I mean, now this is really fastball centric because lower part of the lineup, especially in this league, is usually easier to get through. So probably start off first pitch fastball and kind of just play off of that. But
Right.
I think, especially when I was starting to, when you're first facing a team and these guys haven't seen Ryan yet this year, you really want to pitch your fastball until these guys can really prove that they can hit it. And once they can, then you start mixing in the other stuff. But until that point, it's no reason in showing your full cards if you don't need to.
Right.
If they're not doing anything against just your fastball, then keep establishing it, keep throwing it, have confidence in it, and then you start playing with, all right, can we go inside, back to back, or just pitch sequences in and out, up and down, being able to throw in the dirt when we need.
So, at this point in your like baseball career,
Yep.
What's your like almost like practice or like routine looking like at this point?
So, I mean, right now it's definitely a little different because when I first came to this team, I was starting, and the first 2013 and then 15 I started, and then ever since then we just kept bringing in new guys that look for the opportunity, and by then I was out of college, so
Right.
I'd rather give the opportunity to them, let them pitch, and I went to the bullpen, and I think the first 2 years it was probably a struggle just because I wasn't used to actually pitching out of the bullpen in high leverage spots. So it was good to actually kind of, I don't know, the best way to describe it is just kind of force yourself to do it. And Rick always had confidence in me from seeing me start. And then, like I said, it's just a different mentality. It's more, all right, I know when I'm going in, it's usually a tight game, 1 run, 2 runs, tie game, whatever it might be. And yeah, I think you as a pitcher take a different mental approach on that side of it, where I think I put the onus on me that every time I come in, even if we're up by 3, 4, whatever it is, I consider it a 0-0 game.
Right.
So everything is life or death in that situation.
It's a good mentality to have
And
in any situation.
Agreed.
Honestly. Yeah.
And that's just what you need to be successful as, especially, I mean, there's some guys who can throw in lopsided games, and it might be a little different, but in a tight situation, even though this is summer ball, you still have to look at it that way. And
Right.
that's how I consider it.
So, is this the only like league that you're playing in, or do you play something in the spring too?
So nope, this
Okay.
is the only league. So when we start coming out here in spring, that's first time I'm really picking up a baseball in the year. We occasionally do some winter workouts, but no, this is the only baseball. And then you go basically June, July, August. That's the summer.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's it's been great. But here's another guy good friend, and Julian, who's a veteran hitter, knows how to attack the pitches that he wants. Also a guy who plays in a few different leagues. I think he plays in a fast pitch men's softball league, which I think the transition between that and our league, just kind of seeing different release points, is a little tough. But once he gets his timing and rhythm back, he's a very good hitter.
That one a strike on Mr. Alvarez.
Yep. But Julian's a guy with a lot of confidence up there. Just know there's no being scared. There's no he's gonna take a pitch that
Right. Throwing a fly ball into right field, caught by the first baseman on the run. What a nice play.
that was a great over the back little basket catch.
Or was that second
That was
baseman?
second baseman.
Second baseman. My
Yeah.
bad. But yeah, nice play.
And now we have what is it?
The Dayandi, I don't know how to say that first name, Johnson?
Dayandi?
Dayandi?
Yeah. Probably Dayandi Johnson.
Yep. Blue Sox left fielder. This is the first time I've seen the name in the lineup.
Yep. So this is his first year. I think he actually just came over to us. I want to say last game was the first time I met him, introduced myself. Okay, so yeah,
Oh, okay.
Sunday I wasn't there, but
Neither.
he was playing some affiliated baseball.
Played in the Dominican League for the Tampa Bay.
Okay, so he was in the Dominican Summer League for the Tampa Bay Rays, and then I assume, like many other guys, due to the pandemic, got released, and
This one fouled to the left side. And yeah.
now is getting his opportunity, and he's here with us. I'm not sure who he knew on the team, but
He's here because his agent, because his house is somebody else that he had.
Another fouled off.
That was his connection.
okay, that's awesome. But I mean, big body kid, lefty swinger. Looks like he's got some power, and of
Yeah.
course it's going to take him a little time to get used to this pitching. This is different than the affiliated ball pitching that he had been facing.
What is the difference really? Like,
I mean, it's not only velocity, it's movement on your slider, changeup. You see a lot more incorporations of heavy splitters at that type of baseball.
right.
And just people are more crisp. The zone's a little bit tighter. Pitchers are really kind of feasting on popping corners and everything. So you come from that to get, and you trained yourself to get into a zone where, all right, that pitch, half a ball out, is called a ball at that level. And in this league, depending on your umpire, you might have a ball and a half on each side that can be called a strike because
Right.
it is a men's league. So, unfortunately, that's something like that might hurt a guy who had just come from affiliated ball where you've trained yourself to get ready for that zone. I mean, that's a pretty
Looks at strike 3 right there.
that's a pretty good example of that pitch right there. That ball's probably a ball out slider, and just I guess caught the black. I'm not sure where that caught, but
And now stepping in, we got Will Pot Devon,
yep.
shortstop tonight.
Will plays at oh my god, what's the name of that school? Bucknell.
Bucknell.
So D1 program, but he's been a very good player for us. I mean, I think he came on last year, was his first year, might have been his second, but he had mainly been playing third base, really reliable, great defensively, swung it a little bit, and definitely a contact guy.
This one hit into center field. Looks like it'll be caught by the center fielder to end the inning as we head into the third. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, big contact guy.
And, and we got Ryan O'Rourke coming back to start the third. It's getting moving along pretty good.
It is. Got good pace. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we're a little frightened for the rain that might be out there.
Yeah. Hopefully not.
I mean, I'm hoping, but I'm just happy we're actually playing right now.
Definitely. We
Yeah.
had a few rainouts in the past few weeks.
We didn't play a game last week
Yeah.
other than Sunday.
We went 11 days between the games.
Yeah.
Longest stretch we've had
So
Bruce Hack saying that we've gone 11 days without a game up until yesterday, which is the longest of the season so far. So the guys just trying to not necessarily rusty, but just trying to get back in the swing of things, you know.
yeah, and especially I think when you look at a guy like Ryan or Pat who threw yesterday in the game,
Yep.
when you get in that rhythm as a starter where you know you're throwing once a week and you get in that pattern of, all right, this is when I'm going to throw my bullpen, this is what I'm going to do after my start, and it's week to week, then you get a 2-week layoff. Most of the guys, I mean, this isn't professional ball, so a lot of guys aren't throwing in that time, and so you're kind of stuck in a spot where you're not throwing at all. You're still expected to come start the next week, but a lot of guys might be fatigued a little bit earlier simply because they didn't have that start the week before. But I mean, Ryan looks like he's throwing, the ball's coming out really well. He's hitting his corners. Again, they're not showing that they can hit the fastball right now, so I really wouldn't go away from it.
And now up at the plate is Ramel Peguero, who's batting .250 on the season.
Yeah, the 9-hitter.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I had that messed up. See the catcher? It's a 9-hitter.
He's catching tonight, so
Okay.
I mean, you got to assume he'll have a pretty good idea of
So
what
this
the
is-
zone's looking like.
This is Roy. He's not on the list I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They only gave me last names.
That was not sure. It looked like might have been a changeup.
Okay, so here's the leadoff, Paulino.
Yep. Very nice looking bat there, the baby blue.
Oh yeah, I'm liking that.
Yeah, it's
Nice looking uniforms for them too.
it is. Yeah, it's. I think they had another uniform when we played them at their place, but it is. It's a good looking uniform.
Going for the that throwback Montreal Expos look.
Eh?
Yeah,
I mean, that was a great look.
yeah.
That was a changeup right there, and he just
Got a 1-1 count.
yeah, ball died on him. But again, I mean, there's some points where, and I mean, Ryan knows it because he's been around enough, but being selectively wild.
This one hits to the left side. Will get through for a single.
Yeah, but being effectively wild to the point where you don't need everything to be a strike,
Right.
And you really want to focus on playing with different guys' eye levels when they're getting up there. So, being able to, if you have a guy down 0-2, throw a dirt ball or challenge up, make his eye level change up there, and now we're focusing on, all right, getting him back, beating him inside, whatever that pitch might be. However, Brian or any guy really wants to sequence it out.
Definitely.
So one down. Who's this hitting?
Costanza, Matt Costanza.
The 2-hitter. I think Ryan would die for a double play right now. Get himself out of the inning. Foul bunt.
Fixing my camera real quick.
Yeah, of course.
It's the only downside about this view. Is that sometimes you get a little action.
Yeah. It keeps you on your toes back here,
Yep,
which is
definitely.
good. So you in college or?
So I was attending UMass Lowell for
Okay.
a few semesters. Then the pandemic hit, and I tried it for a little bit, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to take a semester off.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about going back part time because I started working, and
Yep.
I'm trying to just almost build like a personal brand or just
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
resume experience.
Good for you.
But yeah, so hopefully I can go back part-time is something I'm looking into. I don't know if it'll be this fall because it might be a little too late, and I kind of decided that a little too late. But probably the spring I'll be going back. I was a business major, so
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Just honestly, just like the whole like video editing and content creation, and just just putting myself out there is just something that I really like. So
I mean, that's really the only way you're gonna get yourself out in that field.
Yeah.
You have to let people.
having a big swing and a miss strikeout.
No, that was a great fastball, outer half, great challenge by Ryan. But I mean, that's what you need to do, right? Is in today's day and age, you need to put yourself out there, let people see it, and hopefully they like it, share it, talk about it with other people, and that's really how you move in those platforms.
Exactly, and just having these types of experience, like whether it be with this team or anything else, where I can just
Team at any level.
Yeah,
Really.
just get some work in. Make it. It's all about who you know. So just making connections along the way just
Absolutely.
is really nice too. So I'm very gracious for this opportunity.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this like I said, this team is a family, so we incorporate everybody.
And now up is Andrew Mizon, the 3-hitter. He's batting .417 on the season with 15 hits, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. So.
He had,
definitely one of their better players.
Yeah, I remember the first time we played them. I was only at one of the games at Trum, but he hit a few breaking balls up the middle for singles, and just well-rounded hitter. He's in college somewhere. I'm not sure where he goes to school, but I know he's in college. And I think someone mentioned he's a two-way guy, so he's a football player and baseball player.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, he definitely looks like it. He's a pretty built dude.
He does. He absolutely does.
And I'm sure if he gets a hold of one, he can really send one out there. So.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But, I mean, Ryan's pitched to guys like this his whole career, so it's a great pitch, fastball up.
Gets him to fly out to the second baseman to end the inning. So we head into the half inning as we head into the bottom of the third here, still tied at 0. Beautiful night tonight for baseball.
Oh, this is prime.
Yeah,
I mean, this is something we didn't have the last week.
Yeah.
Makes you miss it. Even I'm not a guy who has a college season to look forward to, or fall ball in the fall. So
Right.
for me, this is the baseball I have. So when you start losing days like that, it kills you, because then you're not sure about if makeups are going to happen. When can it work out for everybody? Because, like I said, it's not a college season,
Right.
so it's tough when everyone's working and doing what they do over the summer.
Exactly.
And we already have pretty jam-packed weeks to be able to get back out there and see what days are available for the other team and everything.
Dan Shaw on the mound for the Expos tonight. He's been pitching the entire game so far. I don't think I introduced that, so I'm just putting that out there.
Has he thrown against us? Do you know?
I don't know if he's thrown against us, but I can check. He hasn't pitched against us. Bruce Hack is telling us. It's like our Blue Sox encyclopedia over there.
That is true.
Much appreciated. Let's see. Shaw. Dan Shaw has pitched in 2 games this season.
Both starts?
Good question. Yes, one start.
Okay.
No, wait, that's 1 save.
So it looks like he's probably a reliever that got a spot start.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
So he's just getting some more work in tonight,
Yep.
and we'll see what he's made out of.
And here's one of the best sights as a Blue Sock from last year carrying over to this year is Ryan getting to bat for himself, which I love. The enthusiasm that he brings to all aspects. I mean, he is a pitcher by nature, but a two-way player at heart. And I think that something like that especially in a men's, wow.
That one, a rocket out to left center field. That'll get off the fence, and he'll be in there for a double. Throw will come in. Nice little celebration out there, shooting the arrow.
Right.
Gotta love the enthusiasm he brings.
Ryan said he would celebrate somehow, so I mean, I'm happy to see him on base. He's a great guy when he's not pitching. Great to talk to, great to bounce ideas off of. When he is, he's a guy that's in the zone. You don't really want to bother him, but then you can see the enthusiasm
Right.
that he brings.
Very competitive. This one a bunt. Will they get him? Good hustle on that one. Moves Ryan over to third. We got runners on first and third here. Blue Sox looking to move one across. We got Brennan Jones, our 9-hitter, up at the plate, our second baseman tonight.
Brennan been a reliable second baseman for us. I think he's going to be going into his first year at Holy Cross. I think he deferred last year.
Oh, okay.
So this will be his first year. Good ball player. He's another guy that
That one looked up for strike one.
right now you're looking for contact,
Right.
and that's as simple as it is. Put the ball in play. A strikeout's not going to do anything. A pop out in the infield's not going to do anything. Drive the ball hard. If you hit into a double play, you put a run through. You got to be looking to help the team right now. And so now, stolen base by Krylov,
Yeah.
and now you got to capitalize. You got Brendan hit a ground ball to second base right here. Make the defense work. Get a run through.
This one, it's going to be a fly ball to right field. Looks like we're going to tag up and score a run. Blue Sox take a 1-0 lead. Just how you draw it up.
Couldn't ask for better right there. Brendan knew he needed to put the ball in play. Did his job. On an 0-2 count like that, for him to get the pitch he needed to get, even though it's an out, you put a run through, guy moves on to third base, give Josue an opportunity to drive in a run.
That one swung on and off the catcher, it looks like.
Yeah, looked like a slider.
Yep.
Josue's a guy who's played enough baseball. He knows his job right here. You got to try and hit even if it's a little rinky-dink hit, you put a ball hard up the middle, go backside between first, second base, do something. But
This one lays down a perfect bunt. Run will score. Another beautiful sacrifice for the Blue Sox.
Well, squeeze action there. That's Sway's had some great squeezes in this league. That was a good one. There's one they had in a championship game that I don't know if that will be topped.
So, sacrifices to move a runner, squeezes to score a run?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Making sure.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. So now we got the bases cleared, 2 runs in.
Because think about it, a sack, you're holding it out there from early, so the pitcher can see it. Everyone knows guys are usually charging.
Right.
Squeeze as you do it at the last second. You're trying to keep everyone back like you're going to hit, drop the bunt down, and then that guy on third usually gets some acknowledgement before when there's a sign.
Ground ball to the left side here.
Yep. Go ahead.
And it'll be a single. He rounds, but he'll end up going back. That's for Jeff Costello, center fielder tonight.
Yeah, so usually the hitter gets the sign from the coach, gives some type of acknowledgement to the runner on third base. Then when the play is on, the runner starts taking off, the hitter drops the bunt, and you score a run.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Jeff is a very fast player. We've seen that since he came in. His first year might have been 17 or 18. He played with us a full season, and great speed. I think he played right or left field, and just great overall baseball awareness. Heads up.
This one hit into left field, caught by left fielder. It will end the inning. Blue Sox up 2-0.
I'm just gonna put my phone in my bag.
Sure thing. For everyone watching or listening at home, this is just a friendly reminder that if you want to stay updated with everything Blue Sox coverage that goes on here at Beyond Sight Sports, please follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Both are on the screen right now by the score box. You can just follow us. I'll post the link for every single game that is broadcasted on here. I would say probably 90% of the Blue Sox games will be broadcasted on here from this point going forward the season. So that's a good way to stay updated. Also, if you would like to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications using the bell icon that appears next to it after you hit subscribe, you can turn on those notifications and you'll be notified every time we go live. So you don't miss out on any of the games, any of the coverage going on here. There's a possibility that there could be some pre-game and post-game shows that could be happening and then starting during the next few games. So that's something that I'm excited about and looking forward to. So hopefully you guys will enjoy those as well as we start the 4th inning here.
And Ryan still. Off a 2-week layoff, this is probably, I'd say probably max 70 pitches. So if he gets out of this one quick, he might be able to go the 5th inning. If not, you don't want to burn him out. You don't want to hurt him this early because we still have a big playoff run, and then he'll be crucial for us in the playoffs.
That one looked at for strike 1.
Slider on the outer half. Good pitch. Now the second time through the lineup, you really start attacking guys differently.
And there goes the camera again. This is the most I've had to fix the camera in a game.
But yeah, the second time through the lineup, you really want to, you and the catcher remember how you pitched the guys the first time.
Right.
So it's more as a starter because relievers, you usually don't see guys back to back, or you're not pitching through the lineup twice. But for starters, if you start, that's a great slider on the outer half.
Fools the catcher even.
But yeah, if you started a guy fastball first time and he didn't see the slider, now you can you catch him sleeping and give him change up, slider, whatever it is, give him something else to think about, and then after that you pretty much won the battle with that guy initially, because now we've seen 2 different pitches. If you have a third pitch, you can start him off the next time with it, and you can just toy in everything.
Definitely this one a ground ball. The second baseman Brendan Jones will make the throw in time for the out. We got 2 down.
So yeah, I mean, this is what Ryan needs. He needs a quick inning right here. Get out of it 1, 2, 3 and come back, settle in.
Definitely. This is let's see if I can pull up. This is Cam Klimo. He's batting 125 on the season. As he just looks at strike 2 there. Did he
Swung at strike 2. It's back-to-back changeups. So right now, probably, yeah.
Fastball.
Looked like something, maybe a little cut.
A little cut. And that one will be a 1, 2, 3 inning for us.
Yep. And I mean, the great thing in a situation like that, we just put up 2 runs. Now you're looking at your pitcher goes out there, 1, 2, 3 inning real quick, get the momentum back on your side, get your hitters back in there. You know they're having good at-bats, good approaches. Let them get back into that rhythm.
Right.
Score a few more runs, settle in from there, and then, I mean, it just makes it that much easier. Your defense doesn't need to worry as much. Now they can focus more of their attention on hitting.
So, as a pitcher, so are you? Is our catcher calling the pitches for
Yep.
us?
So
okay.
catcher's calling the pitches. A lot of guys will call their own game. I'm a different guy. I don't shake off.
Right.
So whatever the catcher throws, he throws. But a guy like Ryan, Pat, Jack Schwartz. I'm trying to think of who else. Manny Del Carmen, Matt Karras. Some of these other guys, when they were throwing, they know how they pitch.
Right.
Not to say that I don't, but they know what they want to throw in certain counts. So, of course, to take advantage of that, if the catcher's on a different sign, you either call him out there, shake off, whatever it might be. But no, it's something vital that you that really each pitcher's different guy. I don't know if I started, it might have been when I was younger and I heard Chris Sale talk about it, and Chris Sale was like, hey, the catcher just knows the game better than anyone else. He knows the hitters that day, what they're doing. So I just don't shake off. If the guy if I give up a hit, it's on me. It's not on the catcher for calling that pitch.
Right.
So you put more of the onus on yourself, which I think as a pitcher, it comes down to you 100%.
And here we are with
Julian,
yeah. Julian flew out to second base his last at bat, looking to get a hit here. That one taken for a strike. So in between innings, are you and the catcher like really communicating about like who's due up, that type of thing?
Yeah. So I mean, you see it a lot more in college baseball,
right?
Where we would sit there, and if the catcher wasn't up, we'd sit there, myself, the catcher, and the pitching coach, and go over, all right, this is who we have up, this is what we started him with last time, this is how we pitched to him, this is what I want to start you with. And so you just have that approach every time between innings, and you're getting some, whether it's a few minutes, whether it's a few seconds, just like, all right, this is how we're starting this guy.
This one fouled out of play behind us. Yeah, that makes sense. And then, what kind of like preparation goes into what kind of like routine would maybe Ryan have, like knowing that he's getting the start tonight? Like what's his what's the life of a starting pitcher looking like there? This one roped into left field, and he'll get around for a double pretty easily, stand up double.
So I mean, great piece of hitting right there by Julian, taking that slider deep left field. But I would say it's different now because a lot of guys are coming out of work. Right. So it's a different mentality. But
you could go back to like maybe in college too, yeah.
Beforehand, you're starting that day. Go get your meal, whatever it is. You get out there probably an hour early, start stretching, do some type of toss, whatever it might be. A lot of guys nowadays do a lot more band work.
Mm-hmm.
That was coming in as I was coming up, but it wasn't fully going.
What is what are the benefits of the band work? Like what does that really do?
So band work is really, I want to say it's for flexibility.
Mm-hmm. They just want a ground ball to shortstop, and they'll get them in time. The runner will stay at second.
So it's for flexibility, just overall movement. But yeah, it's some guys like it to loosen up. I don't do it because it's not something I grew up with. Some guys will do weighted balls, and they'll throw those a little bit, and just whatever you need to kind of loosen yourself up. But then at that point, you start tossing with your catcher.
Right.
And some guys will go to 90 feet and call it. Some guys will go to 180 feet and get a real long toss just so that they can feel loose.
Right.
And then you start coming back in. I used to take a little break and then go to the bullpen. I'd usually have my pitching coach and one of my other pitchers with me, and then I'd throw 20 to 25 pitches in the bullpen. Make sure kind of go through two four-seam fastballs, two two-seam fastballs, two change-ups, two sliders, two curves. Make sure I have everything, and then after that you start sequencing. All right, like go two-piece with a slider away, four-seam with a change-up and curveball, however it might be, and then I usually ended it by throwing each pitch once.
That makes sense. Get a little bit of everything mixed in.
Exactly,
yeah.
And that's how I knew that I had everything ready to go. And sometimes I would have an awful bullpen, and it would be a great start. And sometimes I'd have a great bullpen, and I would have an awful start. And that's just kind of the lay of the land. That's what happens. Sometimes you're good in the pen, sometimes you're not, and sometimes it translates, sometimes it doesn't.
Shortstop Will Pot Devin up at the plate here. So when you're like transitioning like between different teams, let's say like from high school to college, from college to like the national team and stuff like that, and you're working with a bunch of different coaches and trainers, everyone trying to get. How much do they really try to change anything that in your mechanics, or is it kind of they're just kind of okay, well, whatever works for you has gotten you here?
So yeah, I mean, that if you're playing high school ball there's a bigger group of players that are playing in high school baseball.
Yeah.
Now you start getting to college baseball, it's more guys who clearly you're skilled, but you're also passionate about the game too. Because a lot of guys, when you go D3, the big focus is education,
right,
and then baseball. Now D1, it's different because there's some guys are on scholarship, so the school's paying you money to go play baseball and get your degree.
Right.
So it's kind of a different mix there, but by the same token, the coaches know how passionate you are about playing, but every coach is going to try and imprint something on you.
Right.
And yeah, I've taken things from my high school coach. I've taken things from my college coach. I took things from my time in the Spanish National League and then for the national team. And each coach, like I said, they have their own different mentality. So you still know what works for you, but you can always kind of, in bullpens, play around with different things that they give you, different tips, and mess around with it. But at the end of the day, you know what you did to get yourself to that point.
Mm-hmm. And that'll end the inning for the Blue Sox. We watched a fly ball to right field, move the runner over, and that play right there just to end the inning. As we head into top of the fifth, this game still moving along nice and quick, a good pace.
Yeah, no, this has a very good pace to it, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, definitely.
Some of those late nights, they are, especially on an early work day, the next day, those can be a little difficult to wake up the next morning. You get home at 11:30. It's just, I mean, you get into the routine of it. And for the college guys, it's maybe not as bad because you usually work in a summer job or an internship or something that is kind of more relaxed, or maybe it's not as many days or whatnot. But yeah, it is it can be a grind sometimes, especially when we have, Bruce, in a regular season we have 30 games.
This year we have 24.
But in a regular 30?
We've had 28 or 30 in the past.
Yeah, so in a regular season you're having 28 to 30 games, so you're playing pretty much 3 to 4 times a week.
Your last name. You just
Oh, yeah. Like right here?
Yeah. Because I have to make up. There you go. Great. Thanks.
Yeah, you're playing 3 to 4, 3 probably weeks, and then the occasional Sunday mixed in. So it's a lot of time plus your work, plus working out, whatever it might be. It's just it's not as easy a schedule. But again, the guys that are here, we love the game. Every one of us, to our core, it's you look in our heart. There's a baseball for every one of these guys, or else you wouldn't be playing summer league baseball. You'd give it up. You'd go do something else. Whatever it might be.
Right. And, as you said, in college, there's those guys are really passionate about the game. They got a big commitment, but also, like you said, for a lot of people, they got that education first. Like the team really emphasizes that as well. So, what is that baseball, school, and social life balance like? How do we got a lot of younger guys on the team. You've been through it. What is that really looking like for these guys?
So I think it really depends kind of where you go to school.
Right.
If you're in a city, I could see how you might get a little more lost in just whatever's going on. Mm-hmm. And it happens. I talked to friends that went to Pittsburgh or NYU or whatever it might be, where they were definitely more kind of involved in what was going on around them. But at the same time, you, especially at the D3 level, you find a good balance of, at least to us, it was preached. Our coaching staff would be, all right, you're here for school. And school at the end of the day is number one. The degree is going to be with you for life.
Right.
beyond that, baseball's going to be, you're going to give it up at some point. Whether you go into coaching, whether you just completely give it up, however it is, baseball is going to get taken away. So focus on your degree, get it, and then however far baseball takes you, it takes you. But for us, it was always academics first. You had to maintain, I think it was a 2.0 GPA.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, a lot of guys were right around the 3 mark. But again, that was kind of your ticket to, all right, this is how I can actually play the game, focus on class, and go from there.
Definitely. And this is, who is this guy?
I think it might be the catcher, 9-hitter.
Okay, yeah. So that guy again, Roy. Okay. So we have 2 down here. No, 1 down?
1 down.
1 down.
Oh, no. Strikeout. It was
Strikeout, and then we just had a 4-3, right?
Yep, strikeout, ground out, so 2 outs.
Yep. And so, yeah, this is the catcher, Roy, again.
It's a great changeup right there. Almost caught the outer half. I thought it did, but...
Ryan looking for another quick inning here.
Yeah.
Just keep that tempo going. Just mowing through this lineup. So you guys got a... is that going to be it? Oh. All right, so that one will miss.
What's that?
That one will miss. Looks like Ryan thought that one was in there.
I'm pretty sure the ballpark thought that one was a strike.
Yeah.
Usually when the bat crosses home plate, it's usually a strike, but...
Usually the call.
This is men's league baseball. The umps are not the greatest, so got to cut them some slack sometimes.
Yeah.
We're happy to have them out here.
Definitely. That one just misses.
I thought it was a full count. I think it's full
here
now.
We go. Yeah, full now. A little bit of rain coming down right now. Just a little drop here and there. Nothing too crazy.
Big foul ball right off of Krylov's mask.
That'll wake you up.
Oh, yeah. Someone warming up in the Blue Sox pen.
Must be working.
Who's warming up?
I'm not sure. I can tell you right now it's a lefty.
Who is it?
And this one will be a fly ball into right field. It'll be off the fence. He'll stay in there for a single. Nice piece right there.
Yeah.
That was the catcher. It was good at bat right there to battle that one out.
Yeah, for the 9-hitter to do something like that, should have been out of the inning. But I mean, again, calls like that, they hurt. You got if you don't have the composure to come back, something like that happens. Thank God it was kept to just a deep single.
Yeah.
The way that went over Julian's head, that looked like it would have made more bases.
We got 2 outs here.
Yep.
Top of the order up. Ryan just looking to finish this one off right here.
That was, I want to say, a little splitter from Ryan.
How many pitches does Ryan have in his repertoire?
So I think Ryan throws a fastball to either side of the plate, so probably a 2-4, a heavy, like a hard splitter, and I want to say clearly a slider, curve, something, one of those two.
Some sort of breaking ball.
Yeah. I mean, that pitch, that pitch has been called all night right on the inner half. I'm not sure if the zone tightened up a little bit or what, but that was...
This one hit pretty hard into left center field. That one get over? Nope. Throw will come in, run. Yeah, run will come in. Expos on the board, 2-1. Blue Sox still with the lead.
There you go. Hey, just a little further than those 2 ones.
Wait, so what just happened?
So the runner on first base clearly was moving there, and he
Just missed the
yeah,
base.
he missed third base.
Blue Sox won the appeal. Okay. Things getting a little heated on the field here. A warning has been issued.
Well, the Expos, a little frustration there. I'm not sure. To be honest, I don't know if he did touch third base or not.
I didn't even catch it myself, so.
Someone on our team was clearly looking good. I mean, that's great attentiveness to take a look over there.
So is that run? That run doesn't count.
That run does not count.
Nice.
I'm going to do this half inning, and then I'm going to go just in case he needs me to warm up or anything.
Sure thing. What pitches do you throw?
So I throw, it's a little condensed now just because I'm in the bullpen. I need everything to be right around the zone.
Right.
So I usually go 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, and then back before I threw a curveball.
Mm-hmm. And what goes into like deciding maybe I don't want to throw the curveball anymore?
So I think that was the curveball was for me more of a show me pitch, just to kind of maybe I'd throw it again. I was starting, but it was like maybe 3-4 times a game just to give hitters something else to think about. Because if I don't throw that until the third or fourth inning, and now that's on their mind, it takes away from all right. This kid now, if I have him in a 2-2 count, oh, okay, I saw the curveball last at bat, maybe it's coming again. Whatnot, and then you get a fastball right by him because they're expecting something else.
Right.
I mean, some guys will just know that if you don't see it that much, they just know not even to look for it. But especially if it's not close to a strike. But if you can throw it 4 or 5 times a game for a strike, it does make you think about it.
This is Krylov right here, right?
Yep. Foul back beyond the Expos dugout.
Krylov batting .297 on the season.
Yeah.
Pretty good so far. He's had 37 at bats through 12 games. Scored 11 runs.
Yeah. Plays at Columbia. I think he's an outfielder. Yeah, outfielder catcher at Columbia. Good hitter. Real good frame on him.
That one caught on a line into right field. Good piece.
The ball was hit hard.
Yeah.
Just good play by the right fielder. Sometimes the defense does their job.
Definitely. And here we have Brendan Jones, second baseman.
Yep.
Brendan Jones batting .206 on the season.
Jones last at bat had a great fly ball to right field, sac fly. What you're looking for him to do.
Looking to get hit here.
Just get on base, see if you can put some pressure on the pitcher, put some pressure on the Expos. That's the deal.
Expos down to their last, could be, last 6 outs here hitting, so they gotta just trying to hold us. And
of course. I mean, Brendan right now, the job is just be selective. Get your pitch. Find it, make solid contact, hit a line drive up the middle, think backside, have your timing down.
This one will be a fly ball into left field. That'll drop. He'll be in there at second. Throw comes in. Brendan on second base. So yeah, that one will be scored an error, and now we have top of the order coming back up.
Yeah, it looked like he was camped under it, and I don't know if his body just wasn't placed fully right behind it, but yeah, just popped right out of his glove.
And here we go, Mr. Josue Feliciano. With the squeeze bunt last time, got that RBI. And up again with another runner in scoring position, looking to move another one in. So,
I mean, great veteran hitter, as I talked about before, knows how to get his pitch. He's hitting with a little more power this year than what I've seen in past years, to be honest with you.
ooh.
Expressing the frustration in Spanish a little bit. Ball's out behind us. Got 2 strikes on him. He knows what to do. Got to put the ball in play, hopefully through the right side. Yeah, right.
This one will get right up the middle. And it'll be stopped by the second baseman. Throw go to third, nothing doing.
Great try and back pick to see if Brendan was jumping off the bag a little bit, but I mean, it's a tough play to do right there up the middle. If you backhand it, you got no chance. At least bare hand, you got it, but it bounced right out of his hand. So it's just tough to make that play.
And now we got Jeff Costello, center fielder, stepping in, our 2-hitter.
Yeah, this is a guy. I mean, himself, Gage. There's a few guys in the lineup that it's hard to double up. And I mean, this right here is one of the toughest double play guys to get.
Right.
Just that speed right out of the box is, I mean, something that's killer sometimes.
Blue Sox with the runners on first and third, 1 out here.
Yeah. And Jeff's got the right mentality right now. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You get your pitch, you got to swing. Even though he's down 0-1 right now, if he still gets another one right around the zone, good. Got to put good wood on it and see what happens. Because you got a guy on third base, you got to know the situation right now. Two run ball game right now.
That one be fouled back.
Yeah. So down 0-2, yeah, you're a little more protective, but still, if this pitcher misses, then you have to capitalize.
For sure, and good opportunity here. So.
Yeah, 100%.
There it is. And we catch a break right there, too. Run will score. And here's our 3-hitter. Gage Gaunt.
Gage, who recently has been making contact like crazy. Even if he's not getting on base from it, he's hitting the ball really well. He's got good head on his shoulders right now, good approach at the plate, knows what he wants to do, and that's what you're looking for out of a young kid like that, to just have a strong approach when they're first getting up there. And right now you have 1 out, guys on first and second,
Expos aren't really making the plays here, so as long as he can put one into play,
And the second baseman holding the guy on, the ground ball right between that first second base hole is what you're looking to do.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can punch a run in. If not, you load up the bases and then go from there.
Definitely. So, what's your opinion on the shifts going on in baseball? I know there's some talks about getting rid of the shift, but there's also a entertainment aspect to that, and either way. So, how do you feel about that?
I think shifts are, it's clearly a smart baseball play. I think some of them are a little egregious, where you have two guys playing in short right field with your right fielder, the first baseman. I think
this one fouled off left side.
Yeah, it's just it screws guys out of a lot of hits that they used to have 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
That was just like a seeing eye single. Now you have a guy 30 feet behind second base playing in the grass, that ball's coming out a lot slower, make an easy play, and it's just I'm not a fan of the shift. I would be fine if they got rid of it.
Right. So was the shift always like, and that one swung on a miss, was the shift always like you were able to do it and the team just kind of caught on like within the last like few decades here, or was it just kind of
So that's it. It's come into this league a little bit. There are very few guys that actually will get shifted, but I know us defensively, we've shifted against some guys. Name that comes to mind is Johnny Welch, who used to play for the Andre Chiefs, and we would shift on him occasionally. Wouldn't it be an egregious shift, but you pull the second baseman a little more towards the bag because he's a 6'5" righty hitter. You're going to probably pull the ball right there.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. That one low and gets away from the catcher a little bit, but the runners will not advance.
full count on Gage, so got to protect right here. Good. Good at that.
Count. And we'll have Mr. Julian Alvarez stepping in.
Yep.
Cleanup hitter.
We got a mound visit. They have a lefty warming up in the bullpen. No. Yeah, lefty warming up in the bullpen. They might be going to him right here. I mean, regardless, tough situation to come into. Bases loaded, 1 out. Whether they stick with him or not, it's still a tough situation.
3-0 game here in the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Expos, this is pretty. This is a very pivotal moment here because this game could just be blown open.
Hey, what's going on?
Good. How are you?
What do you guys? What's that on? Like what? What meeting is that on?
All right, here we go, Mr. Julian Alvarez.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, one swing right here could open this ball game up.
Yeah.
So it's really, if he gets his pitch, this is. I mean, Julian's got the type of power where pitcher misses a spot and this ball could go for a ways. So it's really, he's got to get his, and even if not, you got to battle in the count. Hit a sac fly, whatever you need to do, keep scoring runs, keep putting pressure on the Expos.
And there's a ball hit really hard, but run! Yeah, that one will be caught, but run will score on the tag. Now got runners on second and third. That was beautiful.
Man, Julian did a great job right there. I mean, hits a sac fly, score another run. That's what you need late in ball games like this.
And now we got, how do we say that first name again? DeAndre Johnson?
DeAndre Johnson.
A 5-hitter tonight?
Yep. And he's still got guys at second and third, so, I mean, single right up the middle here, scores 2, makes it a 6-0 ball game. Especially with 2 outs, I mean, that'd be something great that if we could pull off right now.
Definitely, and that one looked at that one would be taken for a ball.
Yeah, I mean, you can see a different mentality. Were you at the game yesterday?
Yep.
So you could see a different mentality in the at-bats that we're taking. There's more of an aggressive, get in there, get your pitch early, hit it, and go.
And this one will be roped into right.
Oh, my God.
That one will be over for a home run. What a shot.
That was,
What a shot.
yeah, you don't have any special home run calls?
No, yeah, I gotta...
You gotta break one in.
Definitely. What's the MLB Network guy? Ken Rosenthal? Santa Maria!
yeah, but you can't
No, I gotta find my own.
You gotta come up with your own. But
What
I
a
will
shot.
tell you,
Holy.
the Spanish word for bomb is bomba.
Bomba.
So that I mean, to me, that was a bomb.
Yeah.
That went over the scoreboard out there in right center field, and that was. I think the power is there for Mr. Johnson.
Oh, man. No doubter off the bat right there.
Yeah. So I mean, good to see the pitcher. He gave that up, come back with a first pitch strike, but still, it's tough to.
Definitely.
I've given up a few of those in my time, and it's tough to throw a strike the next pitch.
Yeah, what's going through a pitcher's mind during that?
If you give up a ball like that, that is.
Are you almost saying, like, take me out, or or is that never really going through your mind?
You never. I mean, again, you never want to come out of a game, but by the same token, you give up a ball. I mean, I was the type of guy where if a guy hit a home run off of me, I'd rather it be a bomb that I wouldn't care about rather than just a little one that just got over the fence.
Right.
Because then I'm expecting the outfielder to try and make a play on it and everything. But if you hit it clear out, you hit it clear out, and you got the better of me that time, and then I'll do the same to you next.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's definitely.
And that one hit up the middle, fielded by the shortstop, and throw being timed. That one will end the inning.
All right.
So I think this is where you leave me. You said?
Yeah, I'm gonna head out just in case they need me.
Awesome.
But it was good work over here.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Absolutely.
It was great talking to you.
We'll do it again soon enough.
Definitely, yeah. It's been a lot of fun. Yep.
I appreciate you letting me jump in there on a little color.
Of course, and if you do end up going in there, good luck.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
That was Bora with me. It was just a great time with him. I'm gonna fix the score real quick. So excuse the absence of audio as I switch to the keyboard here. We're gonna head into the top of the sixth here. Expos just looking to rally back, show some life. So we got Matt Costanza, the two-hitter, about to step in. And, prior to this game, one of the messages that I heard Coach Rick DeAngelis give the Blue Sox was, play with a little swagger tonight. You guys got to bring the energy. Coming off that loss yesterday, they had a 3-1 lead at one point, ended up losing that one 4-3. So, morale could be a little deflated. So he's just trying to motivate his guys, tell them, have some fun out there. And definitely Blue Sox listen tonight. Those players got out there, and with Ryan on the mounds, he's definitely dialed in, bringing that energy, that competitive nature. So that's something that we've definitely seen displayed tonight. That one will be a pop fly into foul territory, and what's his name? Who's our third baseman? So one name I don't have written down. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, when you got a player like Ryan on the mound, you know, a leader like that, a pitcher, you know, setting the tone of the game, you know, everyone's gonna, you know, get behind that, and you know that's super important, especially coming off a loss. So Blue Sox really brought it tonight, and you know, we're seeing that with the 7-0 score here in the 6th. This is the 3-hitter, Andrew Mizon up. Just trying to get a little bit of momentum for his team here. Someone fouled back. All right, here we go. Oops, another step off. And there it is. Strike 3. We got 2 down here. Got our cleanup. We got the Expos cleanup hitter here, D'Antonio stepping in. Got 2 down, and O'Rourke just mowing through this lineup tonight. That one bounces in on the outside for a ball. He's all smiles after that one. Just putting on a clinic tonight. That one in there for a strike. For the people watching, just thank you so much. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. Just remember, if you want to stay updated, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Beyond Sight Sports. The Twitter one is, you know, is just a little spelled differently there. Both are in there. This one will get by. A foul ball right there. So. But yeah, if you want to stay updated, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. I'll put out the link every time we go live, so you guys can tune in every time. And also, if you subscribe and turn on the notifications, you'll be notified every single time. That one is strikeout, beautiful. That one, the end of the inning, nice strikeout looking right there. As we head into the bottom of the 6th. So yeah, if you subscribe and then turn on the notifications, you'll be notified every time we go live, so you won't miss any Blue Sox action here on Beyond Sight Sports. This game just cruising along well. Looks like we have a change of pitcher.
Rodriguez in the pitch.
This will be Eric Rodriguez coming into pitch for the Expos. Pull up his stats right now, right? Why don't we? Looks like this is Rodriguez's first appearance for the Expos, at least what has been updated on the website. So, it'll be interesting to see what he has to bring to the table here. Blue Sox about to come up with looks like O'Rourke leading off. Yep. So yeah, O'Rourke will be leading off, bottom of the 6th here. Just trying to help his own case. Thank you.
Spend it wisely.
Definitely. All right. Here we go. Bottom of the 6th underway. Ryan O'Rourke playing the role of pitcher and catcher tonight. Pitcher and hitter tonight, which is always fun to see. A little Shohei Ohtani action, playing both sides. So that one will be up for a ball. Rodriguez, the pitch. That one it looks like hits off the catcher in the leg. It'll miss for a ball. Little mound visit here from Expos catcher Roy Mizon Rodriguez. Blue Sox will be playing on Friday in Portland, Maine, as a part of a Pete Frady's charity event. That game will not be covered on Beyond Side Sports. I'm sorry, but we'll be back here July 20th. I believe that is a Wednesday. It's a Tuesday. That game will be at 6:45. So that's the next game that'll be on here. So if you guys will join us and we can watch that game and enjoy it. Should be a lot of fun. Seems to be some confusion on the field right here.
Yeah, but I'm only saying to my own team, so it's not like a hard ball.
A little back and forth between O'Rourke and the Expos coach, but doesn't seem too hostile. Just everything's fine. That one will be outside for a ball. It takes his base. And in comes catcher Alex Krylov. Alex doing a great job behind the plate. All right, here we go. That one gets through, nearly hits him, but we'll get by the catcher. O'Rourke will take second on that. That one left for a ball. That one's taken for a strike. Looking for a count here. Looks like we got 2-1. That one will get away outside. And now we got a full count. Karlov batting .297 on the season. Brendan Jones due up behind him. And back-to-back walks here. Not the start Rodriguez was looking for. Two walks to start the inning here. And now our 9-hitter Brendan Jones coming in to hit. Brendan Jones batting .206 on the season. In 13 games, he's had 34 at-bats, 7 hits, 7 runs scored, and 3 doubles, which is pretty nice. Looking to get an RBI here. Has 8 on the season. This one will be hit to the right side and out of play, foul. Got 2 strikes. My guess is the pitcher is just going to try to keep it low. Try to turn some sort of double play. Get him out of this jam, but Rodriguez the pitch. That one would be outside. Another ball there. Going upstairs. Jones takes a deep breath. Steps back in. Believe the count is full. Could be 2-2. That one will get inside. They'll say it hit him. Yep. This is Fretz?
No, it's Chris.
Oh, yeah. We have a pinch hitter here. It'll be Chris Rashis. Rash is getting quite a few pinch hit attempts throughout the season. I'll pull up his. Yeah, so Rash is in .375 on the season. He's only had 8 at-bats in 6 games, but, making the most out of the situation here with, 3 hits in those 8 at-bats, so just doing his job coming in. A little spark plug energy, even if you're up 7-0, it's always good to, give those guys some at bats, and let them show what they're made of. So yeah, Chris looking to do that here, looking to score. Gotta get an RBI or 2 or 3 here with bases loaded. So Blue Sox off to a great start this inning. Count 3-1. That would be swung on a miss. We got a full count here. That will get away, and a run will come in on that walk. We got Jeff Costello stepping in. Sucks. That one will get away for ball one. Costello in 250 this season. He's played in 2 games. He's got 8 at-bats, 2 hits. We're going to fill up that stat sheet a little bit more right now. Bases loaded, no outs here in bottom of the 6th for the Blue Sox. 2-hitter up. Let's go. Got a 2-1 count, it looks like. Or 1-2. Caught at the corner of my eye. That one will be upstairs and pops out of the glove of Roy. Oh, okay, so this is John Fritz hitting for Costello. Thanks to Bruce Hack. He's still learning a lot of these names, so. So why don't we give John Fritz stats? John Fritz in 200 on the season. He's had 30 at-bats through 12 games. 6 hits, 4 runs. 1 RBI, looking to do some damage here. That one will get away. Way outside for ball 4. A run will come in. That'll make it 9-0 Blue Sox. This one just slipping away from the Expos more and more, so. Looks like the Expos won't be making a change, so. Nothing through 6. Well, almost through 6. That one swung on a missed for a strike. Gage Gons at the plate. Continent in 344 in the season. 32 at-bats through 11 games with 11 hits and 10 runs, 3 RBIs. Rodriguez just not really finding the zone here. It appears the Expos don't have anyone warming up, so. That one fouled off. Good swing there. That one will be outside for a ball. Somebody fell back. How to play? Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Okay. Pace of game really slowed down in the last inning or two, so. Went from a somewhat close game to just really blown open here, so. Blue Sox just looking to continue to capitalize here with no outs. Another run will come in after that walk. Make it 10-0 Blue Sox. Julian Alvarez. Is it? No, that's not Alvarez. Alright, so Expos calling a mound visit here. Who's the pinch hitter right now?
It's not actually pinch hitter. Dom Zaire is hitting Julian's spot.
So Dom Zaire will be in for Julian Alvarez. He was on the field last inning, so he'll be hitting in the 4 spot. And we got a new pitcher on the mound for the Expos. We're finding out who this is. This is number 3. Do they have him listed? They do. This is Jose Paulino. Assuming that my roster here is correct. He's the leadoff hitter tonight, coming into the pitch.
So they used shortstop the pitcher.
Paulino, and yep.
And Ruda went in the Ruda is in the DH spot playing short.
Okay.
We don't have an out yet.
Alrighty, here we go, Mr. Dom Zaire. And hitting for the Blue Sox here. This one fouled back. It's out of play. Really close to the dugout almost. Keeping the Blue Sox on their toes there. A little heads up play. That one just misses high. 1-2 the count. And Expos turn 2 on that one. A ground ball. Just how you draw it up. Throw it to the plate. Get him out at first. We got 2 down here. Nice way to get out of the jam for Paulino. Force that ground ball. Expos execute a nice double play.
Oh!
Ryan Gayson pitch hitting. This one will be a hard grounder into right field. 2 runs will score. That'll make it 12-0 Blue Sox. Most likely the last at bat for the Blue Sox, so they're just taking advantage, getting everyone some work. It's great to see these guys, get their chance, capitalize, and get some hits. So looking to keep that alive here. And then who's in now? It's not Johnson. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is Will Pot Devin. The shortstop on a bounce that'll be in time. This one will end the inning. Blue Sox finish the inning up 12-0. So as we head into the top of the 7th here, Expos will have their last ups, try to show some life, get some runs across, but this one just looking a little out of reach for them.
I have his number. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. Just to be... George Athanatho, whatever it is, the kid with the long Greek name, is now catching.
Okay.
Races is in left, Fritz is in center, Race is at first.
Okay.
And that should be, yeah, that's all the position should be.
So as you guys heard from Bruce Hack, we got a bunch of changes for the Blue Sox here for the last inning. Race is out and left. Fritz in at center. Zaire out and right. Throwing a big swing and a miss. Manny Del Carmen on the mound for the Sox. Great ground ball right there. Great play. Exactly what you want in that situation. Keep it low, get out of the inning quick, just keep the pace moving like the Blue Sox have been doing all night on the mound. O'Rourke with a great outing, and now Del Carmen in just to wrap things up for us. Yeah, couldn't have a more perfect night for baseball, and more of a perfect outing from our pitchers, honestly. Holding this team scoreless thus far. That one gets in and hits the batter on the arm. That one not feeling too well from the former pro coming in. That one will clip him, and he gets his base at first. This will be Michael Oliveira up at the plate. This one will be a fly ball into left field. Caught by Racis out there. Racis. Racis. I think it's Racis. So we got 2 down there in the top of the 7th. In comes Brett Samboy, the 8-hitter. His last at bat, he grounded out to second base. We got a runner on first here for the Expos. He's just trying to not be the last out here, but when you got a guy like Del Carmen on the mound, it's not the guy you want to be facing in this situation. That one will get away for foul. That one will be a foul ball. Looks like the Expos have a lot of, a lot of guys with some experience. It looks like a lot of veteran hitters. Blue Sox, more on the younger side. They got that veteran experience in there as well. But another foul ball right there. For those who were tuned in earlier, through the first 5 innings or so, we had Borja, doing color with me, so that was great. Hopefully we got some more players come in, do color in the future, and I'd love to have Borja back here too. Hopefully Del Carmen could be one of them, as he just ends the game on that strikeout. Beautiful. Blue Sox win this one 12-0. There will be a game on Friday, a little celebration out there. For the Blue Sox, feeling happy, rebounding from that loss last night, 4-3. This one, 12-0. So, Blue Sox will be playing on Friday night for the Pete Frady's charity event. That game will not be on Site Sports, but hopefully that one goes good and everyone has a good time. It's all for a great cause. Obviously, Pete Frady's, Blue Sox alumni. Just helping out that foundation, is amazing. Players all wearing 3 tonight in honor of Pete Frady's, as they do every single time they wear the blues. So, that's been it from tonight from Beyond Site Sports and Blue Sox here in Lexington. We'll see you guys back here on Beyond Site Sports on July 20th. That's a Tuesday next week. So, had a lot of fun tonight, and hopefully you guys remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next game. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You don't want to miss out on any of the announcements. So, live stream links, so you can watch all those games. Also, turn on notifications once you subscribe on YouTube. You won't miss a single live. So, we'll see you guys next time. This has been your host, Tucker Descheneaux, signing out here. And, hopefully you guys have a good night.